Hello everyone. It's Piotr and Clarence from ChronoLogic.network. Welcome to today's live stream. Uh, Clarence is going to show you how to use our latest integration with MyEtherWallet with sending ERC20 tokens using obviously our beloved Ethereum Alarm Clock protocol. So again, hi everyone, and Clarence, have fun.
Hey everyone, so Clarence here, and today I'm going to show you how to schedule ERC20 tokens using MyEtherWallet. So let's go over the steps. So first you need to access your MyEtherWallet, and then you have to navigate to dApps, and then you click Schedule Transaction, and then you go to Schedule Transaction. So after you have scheduled your transaction, you need to approve the token transaction, and then you confirm the scheduled transaction. So let's do the demo. So, first of all, be sure that we need to go to my EtherWallet and then be sure that you're on the right website. So, first you need to sign in to your wallet. So, I'm going to use the key store file for this tutorial, and then I'll just log in. So, after you have signed in, you go to dApps here on the left side of the screen, and then under dApps, you select schedule transaction. So, you need to fill in the transaction information. So for this demo, I'll be using DAI stablecoin. So the amount will be amount of your choice. So for example, I'm just going to send 5 DAI to myself just for this tutorial. And then you can set the date and the time. So for example, I'm just going to schedule this for in 10 minutes from now. So, and then click OK. You can also use the time zone of your choice. So here you can see the time bounty. So the time bounty is a fee which is paid to the time nodes that will execute the transaction on your behalf. So it's similar to the gas fee paid to miners. So a higher bounty means that the transaction is more likely to be executed. So keep in mind that gas fees are still needed to be paid, and gas settings will be applied automatically based on your choice of time bounty. So I'll just choose the time bounty in the middle one. Um, so for manual settings, you can switch the advanced slider on. So you can see here scheduling mode. So here you can choose whether you want the transaction to be executed at a specific time or a specific block number. So the execution window defines the time or block window for the transaction. So the minimum required by Ethereum Alarm Clock protocol is 5 minutes or about 20 blocks. So I'll just select date and time. So they require deposit. You can also require that the time node deposit a certain amount of ETH to reserve an exclusive time window for the transaction. So choosing the required deposit option provides further assurance that the transaction will be executed on time. And here you can see future gas price and the future gas limit for future transactions can be set manually, as well as gas limit for the current transaction. So these data are filled automatically. So you can also adjust the numbers, but you don't really necessary. And as you can see, before you can schedule a transaction, you will notice this note that you're scheduling a token transfer. Token transfer requires two separate transactions, one for token scheduling and another for transfer approval. So you need to have ETH to pay for your transaction. So if you don't have ETH, then the scheduled transaction will be grayed out here, and then you can proceed on the next step. So for my end, I have ETH, so that will pay for my transaction fees. So you can click schedule transaction. So you click confirm and send. Oops, let me just double check it. So you can click OK. So as you can see, my transaction is already scheduled. So um,
Yeah, I think this is something that the users of Ethereum and the tokens should know about. Typically when you wanna operate with the tokens, in a way that we're doing. So it is actually and unfortunately the outcome of how the ERC20 tokens are implemented. Uh, so there is like a additional step required to approve the amount of tokens that you want to send to the recipient, to the address of the scheduled transaction. So that's exactly what Clarence showed you in a moment. So basically when you use MyEtherWallet, the wallet, the UI, and the whole process will guide you step by step, how to do that. So nothing to worry about. And as you see now, it just takes like few seconds just basically to get into the block and get some confirmations. All right, continue. Thank you, Clarence.
okay, so the transaction has now been scheduled with this transaction as you can also check it on our app. So you can go to app.chronologic.network and then you go to transactions. So it will show here. So earlier I scheduled a transaction, so I'll show you the transaction details of it. So it's already executed, one die, and then you can see all the details here. You can also cancel your transaction if necessary. So if you want to change the time and the date, so it's possible for this. And then you can also uh, check the transaction status under sorry, you need to approve the token transfer first. So you click approve token and then confirm and send. So okay, so uh your token transfer has been approved. So you can check here. It's the processing, so you can check it on my Etherscan here, and also in our adapt here in app.chronologic.network. So yeah, that concludes my tutorial on how to schedule ERC20 tokens in my Ether wallet, and I'll hand it back to Peter.
Hey, thank you, Clarence. Yep, that's it for today. That was really express live stream by Clarence. As you saw, it's very easy to use my EtherWallet interface that we built with them, and Ethereum Alarm Clock for sending the tokens. Thank you for your attention. Join us on our social medias and Telegram, Twitter, and obviously subscribe to the YouTube if you wanna, hear more guides and more interesting things about the scheduling transactions on Ethereum. Thank you. Signing off.